What's up? What's up? Welcome back to another episode of Nerd Talk with Malcom and Eli.
Yes.
Thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
Well, I'm Rusty. I'm Malcom. This is Eli.
Yeah. I was letting him gonna rock the intro.
This is our first episode of the new year. Some people were lazier than others.
Yeah. Sorry guys, I got sick. I ain't gonna hold that.
He did. I'm not gonna blame him for being sick. But thank y'all for joining us. First episode of the New Year's Nerd Talk. Yes. Eli has his Black Mamba jersey on in commemoration of Kobe being Bryant. Today is the day he passed away 4 years ago. That was Eli's favorite player forever. So he is wearing the jersey. That's a nice jersey.
Thank you.
Is that snakeskin? Is that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's tough. I like it.
Thank you. Everything's been good, man.
That's good.
I've been watching The Matrix. We were talking about this off air.
Yeah, I like rewatching those movies. This is.
Now, I'm not gonna hold you.
And you're older now, so you can
so I understand it. So now me and him having a conversation about it. I was just basically saying that it's just like it kind of always sucks that like whenever he sees the Oracle, it's always bad news, and then he always has to choose between saving his teammates or saving himself.
Yeah.
And then it's like, but then they look at if he had followed through with what she was telling him in the first two films, he would have technically ended the war. I'm assuming earlier, maybe not earlier, but
I have to rewatch
because basically, in the park scene, she was basically saying like, look, if you go through the doors,
Trinity's gonna die.
Right, Trinity's gonna die.
Yeah.
And he's like, I can't let that happen.
Yeah, he chose
love. Which is why he kept having.
Yeah.
But then also too in the first one, she does say like,
Morpheus is gonna die.
Morpheus is gonna die. Not only that, but being the one is like being in love, and then he didn't accept his full powers until after Trinity told him, I loved you.
That's right. Oh, I didn't peep that. That's right. You're right.
Right.
Good catch.
So it becomes, double entendre. I'm basically having the conflict that I had back with
good catch, Eli.
Star Wars is what I'm saying. Like, I can't show my emotions because then I'll be a Sith, but I have to let my emotions go and be a Jedi. It's the same thing. I gotta save my teammates.
Yeah, they all.
It's the same. It's
all these stories derive from the same. I forget the guy's name who creates who put all of the story into one framework. Right. It's somebody who's called to an adventure. He doesn't want to take the adventure. He meets a guide along the way. He has a personal transition along the way, and he becomes the hero. The hero is called the hero's journey. That's what it's called.
Absolutely.
The hero's journey. So check that out. And then once you learn that and you see movies, everything is just start to make sense.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, it's the same story over and over. Yeah, absolutely. So, but thank you for joining us. We have some stories. We had stories for the last month that we had to kind of knock off the list because it's old news.
So.
But big news, Avatar: The Last Airbender trailer dropped.
Sorry, I got wash it up.
Yeah.
It was so pretty.
Yes, it was. We're gonna clap it up for that because it looks like this comes out on Netflix next month, right?
February
22nd.
Yeah.
Right. So this, a lot of people are nervous because M. Night Shyamalan, he did the last Airbender movie that came out 10 to 12 years ago.
Yeah.
And it was terrible, guys. It was they tried to force 3 seasons or a full season into one movie.
That's not how you do that.
It was terrible. They called him Ong instead of Aang.
Yeah.
And then if you watch the new trailer, I feel like they made sure that they said the name so they can go guys.
Right. We got this.
We did this right. We did this the right way.
Did they even show the Avatar thing in the M. Night Shyamalan?
I think so. I'm sorry,
I can't watch that movie back.
No, it really irks me. The way they were bending was terrible. The firebenders, they were literally they had flames and then they bent the flames. But in the show, they just create the flames, right? In this series, it looks like they're staying true to the source material as much as they can.
Absolutely.
I think they're gonna do not a shot for shot of the season, but
And I like the way Jet look, because you see Jet a little bit in the trailer. I like the way the Earthbenders look.
They look tough.
You
see Boomy?
You saw Boomy a little bit.
Boomy was in
Momo.
there.
First of all, clap it up for Momo and Appa, because I was really worried about that. I was like, how they gonna do that? Because you got 6 legs, you got a bunch of fur, it gotta look real. Because I was starting to get worried, remember when Sonic was first coming out?
Oh, yeah.
And they messed that
was terrible.
But then they remade it over, but
But listen, Netflix is
And to be honest with you, Netflix didn't really have that high of a bar because the movie was so bad. The low bar was so low to the goddamn bottom. All they had to do was just do a little bit. So I don't know. One, how many episodes it's gonna be?
I don't know.
Because we do know it's gonna probably end with them going to the North Pole.
Yes. To the northern water tribe.
Right.
Yes.
So it's gonna end there. I just don't know how many episodes that's gonna take.
They could do it, no lie, because a regular episode is 30 minutes.
Right.
22 minutes, right? Like the cartoon episode, right? So if they do a 10 episode season, right, of 40 minutes, take away all the filler.
Yeah.
Because there's filler in the cartoons. Right. Take away the filler episodes.
Some of those fillers was fire.
They were.
Like the soul. That one to me wasn't a real filler episode, but the one where the dude takes people's faces if you show emotion.
Cole.
Yeah, Cole
the face stealer. Yes. That's my favorite. Like, the Avatar last year is probably like.
By the way, if they can expand on that a little bit more, because, and at the end of it, Cole says like I'll see you again, but they never really saw each other again.
It's true.
Until the material.
But maybe he could have been talking about another Avatar.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, you guys reincarnate, I'm gonna see you. That's probably what it was.
Right.
So that's the only thing. That's the only drawback. I am excited for this series. I will watch it.
Oh,
the only thing I kind of wish for is more lore from that world, right? So we know about Aang. We know about Korra. I want some earlier avatars.
Oh,
because the new ones, I think it goes way too much into the future. Bending, like if we all have technology, I have guns. Well, you bending, you get what I'm saying? It gets corny. I don't want it to do that. Like earth bending becomes what? It's metal everywhere, even though there's metal bending.
Yeah, true. And then lava bending.
Yeah, and lava. But I'm just saying, like I wanted like a further back random fire avatar. You know what I'm saying?
The Avatar Studios, separate thing. Mm-hmm. They're working on that.
Okay.
They're gonna do like Avatar. She's really tall.
You talking about Kyoshi?
Yes. They're gonna do Avatar Kyoshi.
That's tough. I like that.
They're gonna do. I'm talking about from the Avatar Studios. They're gonna do. I think Avatar Kyoshi. We know pretty much enough about Roku.
That's what I think too.
I do think they should do one on the Airbender too.
Yang Chen.
Yeah, because she's
tough.
Know,
yeah, she was a murderer.
She gets busy. Both of them are.
Yeah.
But I didn't know she learned forbidden air jutsus and whatnot. And Kyoshi started the whole what's that Mei-Ling the soldiers from
Kyoshi Warriors.
Yeah.
They named her for her. Yeah.
I was like. No, not that one. The other one when they went to.
Oh, the Dai Li.
The Dai Li. I'm like, bro, why would you create the Dai Li?
Yeah, the Dai Li.
I was like, cause then they ended up going rogue, but it's a whole different.
Yeah. But they were tough though, like
and they're gonna give us the Avatar after Korra.
Yeah, that's too much in the future. I don't care.
Yeah, but they're gonna work on both. Yeah. Now the Netflix is its own separate universe. They're doing their own separate thing, but yeah.
I mean, if the Netflix one, they get the 3 seasons out of it,
right?
Or the 3 books. It was. Water, Earth, Fire.
Right.
It's be fine because it was a really good series.
So what you're saying is, there are 20 episodes, so you get 2 episodes in one.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, that's about 10.
Cut some stuff out, stuff that really doesn't matter.
Right.
And you good.
Because looking back on it, the cartoon's like 60 episodes pretty much, right? So then, you got it, All right.
I'm saying, so.
The only thing I just didn't like was still Zuko's scar. You gotta make it more vicious.
It wasn't, it looks a little like, it looked like a bruise.
It looked like you just punched him in the face. or like you, or like the makeup people just like,
it needs to look like, oh my God.
Right.
I agree. I agree.
But other than that, I'm happy with it.
Yeah.
I'm happy with it.
Oh, man. So staying on Netflix got the rights to Raw.
Yo.
$5 billion deal to live stream Raw exclusively.
For 10 years.
10 years?
Yeah, it's a 10-year deal. That's why it was $5 billion. Okay. Yeah, sorry. We're going to stay on this topic, my bad. Because it's a lot of WWE stuff happening. But, I'm excited. But it does make it conflicted because you're going to have to still pay for Peacock for the pay-per-views.
Okay.
And then go to Monday Night Raw for Netflix. And then I'm thinking
You're doing that anyway, guys. Like, you guys all have multiple streamers.
Services,
It's okay. You're going to do that anyway.
True. I just don't want Netflix to raise the prices though on the subscription because they might just be like, yo, we just got a $5 billion deal for 10 years.
Yeah.
We might have to raise it. So like,
I ain't thinking about that. Yo, streaming has become cable, guys.
And I guarantee you, SmackDown is coming right behind that.
So here's the thing, because my man, this is what he proposed. He said, because they can negotiate WWE, they can negotiate SmackDown going somewhere else and go, Netflix, you want SmackDown too? We need another $5 billion on top of that.
I can see that. I can see that. I can see that.
You know what I'm saying?
I can see that happening.
But this is what I thought about. Because it's on Netflix, is like the PG era done? Like, can they get like a little bit more?
Oh yeah. Because I'm gonna be honest with y'all, we need the Attitude Era back.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Can we get
the Ruthless Era? I don't
something.
One of those two.
You know what I mean?
But here's the thing: it's become more global because they made it.
Bro, they called John Cena's move the Attitude Adjustment. It used to be called the FU.
That is true.
Like,
that is true.
When I remember just randomly watching it, and it was like he's going for a. I was like, what?
Yeah, right.
What's that?
Right.
Attitude Adjustment.
Yeah.
I don't like that at all.
You're right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they need, but I don't know if they want to go too far raunchy because what's going on with their image with Vince McMahon.
Oh yeah, we'll talk about that.
Vince McMahon, we can talk about it right now. Or you want to get something else?
No, because it's intertwined with each other. But The Rock he owns TK.
No, he's a board member.
He's a board member of TKO, which is intertwined with UFC and WWE.
Yes.
So he basically took Vince's job.
Kind of,
because because Vince was on the board before the whole incident popped out.
Yes.
Okay, so and also The Rock owns now The Rock.
The name, he's gonna be a billionaire in like a year.
Yeah,
bro. Yeah. He has Terramana, the alcohol, which already does like $1 billion, right?
Okay, right.
He has all those movies that he's done, right? He has Zoa energy drink.
Okay, I've never heard of that, but yes.
Yeah, he has an energy drink. He has the UFL now.
Right. And
spring footballing. No. It's the XFL and the USFL. They merged. Okay, so it's UFL. Just spring football.
But he just owns that.
Yes, him and his ex-wife. They own that.
That's so weird.
Yeah. And now he has TK, and he has rights to the Rock name, which all the merchandise, games, stuff.
Anytime you say that, you gotta pay him now.
He's out of here. It's a wrap. It's over.
But I like that move, and then
and he's coming back to WrestleMania to fight Roman Reigns, I think.
Yeah, people kind of conflicted about that because they want the Cody Rhodes story to end properly.
Ooh, okay.
Because originally they were planning to have Cody Rhodes dethrone him. I'm assuming the second time come around. Yeah. Because CM Punk and Seth Rollins were gonna go at it.
Yeah.
But now it's looking like Seth Rollins sprained his MCL or tore it, but he's gonna fight through it, go to rehab, and come back. Sorry. And then now you got The Rock kind of keying things up, and now people are like, "Yo, it's The Rock though. We're not gonna put you over."
Yeah, yo, did you see the reaction when he came out?
Right, and it's always like
I got chills. Like that was my god.
Speaking of Vince, real quick. He came up with the idea for the Miz to come out as The Rock, and he said, "Yo, listen, they're gonna buy it. I'm telling you."
For who to come out as The Rock?
The
Miz to come out as The Rock.
As The Rock. No. It worked though, cause he was like, "Listen," cause Miz is like, "Yo, I'm not his body. Yeah. I'm not that big, and I'm not The Rock." He said, "Listen, they're gonna be so dumb. Yeah. When that music pops, they're gonna be reacting so crazy. When you come out, they're gonna buy it." He said, "Watch." He said, "Wait. They're still reacting. Let it die down a little bit. Now go out." For like the next 2 minutes, they bought it. Cause they're not looking, they're just reacting, and then it's like, "Oh no, it's just a Miz." But that's what he does when The Rock comes out. Is that music pop? I don't know what it is.
Like it is
electrifying, the most electrifying person in the
they were hype, bro. So,
but no, back to Vince. Sorry.
Let's talk about Vince, bro.
He's going to jail.
He's being sued for sexual assault and sex trafficking. Because apparently he was violating a employee at the WWE headquarters. He was passing her around. He was sending some wild text messages.
Dude, he's done a lot of crazy stuff.
Dude, he was bugged.
Now his old N2, now his old storylines are coming back out. Mm-hmm. And those seconds.
There was old tweets coming out of him and Diddy.
Oh my God.
He was like, yo, shouts out to Diddy, we coming back, we going to party tonight. Dude. And everybody was just like,
he's going to jail.
Yeah, he's going down.
I'm kind of happy though because his relationship with a lot of like the wrestlers that we love and like,
bro,
have been torched because of him because he's been so bitter and holds grudges.
Yeah, he holds grudges like nobody you know. And then he would really go really far, like to really just end you. Like, if you go against him, he'll end you. So that's probably why the girl who was dealing, because some people was like, you don't know if she was a willing participant and what was going on. She was probably terrified.
Yeah, true.
He's like, somebody could die on TV in the match, and he'll act like it was his fault.
Bro.
He'll act like it was the guy's fault.
He is the definition of the devil.
Like, every time you hear a story about Vince, it's just like, yo, this guy's a terrible human. Wow.
Bro. Undertaker came out right after that Bret Hart's brother passed.
Yeah.
And you can see it on his face. You can also see it in the commentary's face. It's like, yo, why are we still going on? Like, why are we still filming this?
Yeah.
After he just collapsed from the ceiling, and it's just like, no, go on. We'll
keep going, yeah. Brand over everything. Like,
brand over everything.
So,
and even with the Chris Benoit thing, that same thing too. It was a tribute. It was it was like that was the only time I think he actually like stopped everything and had to take everything back.
Yeah.
Like the tribute.
I remember that. Cause I remember when it happened, and then like they just give a tribute. They don't know what's going on.
Right.
And then when they found out what happened, they were just like, ooh.
Right.
Scrap everything.
Right.
Throw it in. Burn everything. Burn his pictures.
Yeah. That
burn every mention of him. Burn it. I was just
even Triple H and Stephanie McMahon said because one of his sons came into like the performance center trying to like perform. They're like, yo, listen, we love you.
Yeah.
But can never step into this building ever again. Like into the storyline, into the limelight. You can use the performance, but we can never use your name. You can never step on live television. Never into this building. Because he's attached to Chris Benoit. That is the only character and only person.
But like I get it.
I get it.
Kind of get it.
But that's the only time he's ever stopped something to take something back. Anything else, he lets it fly.
Ooh.
Randy Orton has said multiple times like, yo, he was battling, like he was rivaling with Rey Mysterio, and he's like, yo, I'm not using this Eddie Guerrero death as a ploy. Yeah. He's like, no, use it. Like, I don't care, keep going. And it's just like, yo, you don't understand. Yeah. He wanted to use Roman Reigns' leukemia for Dean Ambrose going against Seth Rollins.
That's crazy.
And Dean was like, yo, I'm not doing that.
Yeah,
he has no more. All he sees is money.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, nah, he's going to jail.
Yeah, he's going down. He's going down. And good riddance.
Yeah.
But I know The Rock is tired. He's just like, I just got this job and I got to deal with this. Building's on fire.
And that's what I was saying earlier. I was like, damn, he kind of took that job and now he got to deal with it and try to fix it.
Goodness. So the last time we spoke, there was an announcement of a Blade video game coming out.
Yeah, because the Game Awards had happened while we was away.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed that Spider-Man didn't win at least anything.
Yeah, that was
granted. Crazy. I get certain games are popular, but that was one of the popular games.
Yeah,
I forgot what game came out before that though. That was kind of it wasn't Elden Ring because that won the year.
Harry Potter won.
The Harry Potter one.
Well, Harry Potter, I know, sold the most games last year, which I called at the beginning of the year. I said, this game is going to save the video game industry.
But it was because whatever game won the game of the year, I never even heard of that game.
Yeah, bro.
So it was just like,
it's
bugging
always,
me out.
Like, me and Eli's nerd, I mean, my nerddom is here. Eli's is like here. Some of them games, your nerddom got to be like up here.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Because I'm really trying to think, but either way,
it was like it wasn't Elden Ring. It was. I know what you're talking about.
It was one of those games, and I'm like, yo. But the fact that they didn't win nothing, they got nominated for like 5 awards.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, but I'm like, yo, y'all didn't win. They didn't win nothing, and I get. Don't get me wrong. I played it 3 times right now. I do feel like the storyline in terms of the depth is a little rushed.
Yeah.
But definitely should have.
Not Baldur's Gate 3. No, hold on.
No, that was it. The
Baldur's Gate 3.
It was Baldur's Gate 3, and I was like, I've never even heard of that game. I've never even heard of that game.
Yeah, Baldur's Gate 3.
And it walked away with everything. anything.
Yeah.
I was watching the awards like, okay, give me Spider-Man. Just one Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Nothing. I'm like, ew.
Yeah. That one game of the year.
One game of the year.
Yeah.
Won all the other 5 awards too. Anyway, sorry, what was on the list?
Okay, so we had Spider-Man. Insomniac is working on Spider-Man 3.
Yes. Spider-Man, they're working on Spider-Man 3. That's gonna come out 2028 because
I like how fast they're working on this.
It's gonna be the 10-year anniversary of the first game.
Ooh, oh yeah, that's right.
Because that came out in 2018.
That's right.
Listen.
Sheesh, I'm getting old, bro.
So sorry. Speaking. Okay, we're gonna. Don't worry. Listen, I'm rambling. I'm on fire. We're gonna come back to the Blade game real quick. I'm just ranting right now. So I just need them to make the storyline better, because I will admit the impact of the first game in terms of emotional consequences, I felt that more in the first game.
And not in the second one?
And not in the second game.
Okay.
I felt like it was more rushed and more...
Really?
Yeah, because, like, you kind of blaze through all those missions really quickly. Like, when you sit down and play it, I played it, like, 3 times by now. I'm blazing through it. I do like Kraven as the villain. I think they hit that on the mark. But I don't think Harry's impact in terms of his illness and their friendship hit the same as, like, Doc Ock and Mary Jane's impact in terms of Peter's
this is a good criticism. This is some valid criticism, man. Okay.
They took a lot of the side quests out, which made the game felt a little
more dense. Okay.
And because you had the research bases, you had the crime tokens, you had the Taskmaster challenges, you had the landmarks, and you had the book bags, and I'm missing one. Oh, and then you had the bases. They only brought back the bases. Crime tokens don't really matter in the second game. Okay. Those are just optional. Taskmaster was nowhere to be found with his challenges. The research...
He wasn't in the game?
No, he was, because you had to fight him.
Okay.
You had to fight him in the first game.
Okay. Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Not in the second game. He's nowhere to be found in the second game.
That's right.
And then the research bases don't really matter because Harry's back out of the tank.
Yeah.
Now, so he's around.
Got you.
And he's not sick. And I still don't know how they're gonna intertwine with Venom, because Venom pretty much like disappeared, so died. I'm trying to say died, but you know. But just work on the storyline. Other than that, I like the web rings. I like the map and all that stuff. But just the depth and side quests, I have to make it like the first game. Because I feel like they kind of just took their foot off the gas. Rightfully so, because you made so much millions over the first one. So you're just like, all right, we got this.
And I think they were banking on people just liking Venom or like wanting like
or Kraven
like in, you know what I'm saying, to not have like a really like dense story. Right. Okay, that's fair.
Right.
That's
because you know, it's just like, and then Mary Jane though, they did a lot better job with that one.
I remember,
because she was boring in the first one.
She was terrible in the first one, yeah. Nah, I hated those missions in the first one.
And they need to work on better making Miles and Peter work in cohesion. Okay. Because I felt like they kind of just gave Miles, like when you play as him, they only gave him 2 missions, which was like the Mysterio missions and a little bit of Martin Lee because he killed his father. Right. And then that was it. The rest of it goes to Peter. Okay. And once Peter gets that suit, you don't really want to play as Miles.
That's what I heard. Okay. All right. This is
like,
fair.
You know?
Yeah, Insomniac. Hire Eli to get Peter in your writing staff.
Yeah, please. Because it's like... And because Miles 2 was... I mean, the game is fire. Even though they should have worked on the villain a little bit more. But... That's beside the point. Back to Blade, I'm excited about that game.
I just don't like it looking so cartoony.
Yeah.
If that makes sense, like. Yeah.
But you know what the problem is? I figured it out. If it's not my Insomniac, it's just like.
Yeah, it's just cartoony. Like I want it to look how Spider-Man looks. You know what I'm saying? Like that'd be fire.
Because it's the same thing. When Marvel's Avengers came out, it looked a little too cartoony. And I'm like,
we have cartoons in cartoons. Like, let the video games feel a little bit like kind of real, if that makes any sense.
And that puts a lot of faith in
Wolverine.
And and a lot of faith in Insomniac just to be that one only company, which is. Now, because I feel like now we're becoming a little too spoiled with them, and too reliant on them.
And that's what happens.
Yeah. But if the gameplay and the game storyline pans out, we won't care about how it looks ultimately.
Yeah, that's true too.
Side note, I'm sorry. I don't think I'm gonna be playing Justice League Kill.
The Suicide Squad. It looks trash. It looks real. And then I'm watching reviewers like Uncaged Games watching.
I watch Game Bolts.
Okay, I watch Uncaged Games and Caboose. You watch Caboose?
Yeah, I do watch Caboose.
Yes.
I watch Game Bolts. They said the two biggest. Well, I didn't get too far into the video, but they said once you kill the Justice League, they come right back. It doesn't even like the whole title of the name is Kill the Justice
League. That's trash.
And you're gonna kill them, and then they're gonna come back. Yeah, bro.
The game's gonna flop.
And they said the bosses are alright. Besides, like the Batman bosses are pretty much the only ones you want to play. Other than that, listen.
Okay, that game's gonna flop. Shouts out to them though. We didn't get to talk about the Wolverine game being hacked.
Yeah,
they got a lot of files, bro.
Yeah,
all these video game studios are getting hacked,
and that was 2 weeks after GTA 6 got hacked. I don't know what they're gonna do. Now, listen, it's been quiet since that happened, but this was 4 weeks ago.
But so I saw people were getting mad at the game mechanics. That mind you, the game is nowhere near finished.
I did the same thing with GTA 6.
The game is nowhere near finished, and people were just like, "Oh, this looks corny."
When the early leaks happened in GTA 6, I'm like, "Yo, y'all didn't."
This game's not finished.
It's
like,
not finished.
let it,
and
like,
when
let them cook.
Right now. Mind you, Wolverine, they're going to be building off of Spider-Man 2, and then it's going to be a lot more vicious because it's Wolverine.
Tough.
I did see some of the gameplay. I did like the mechanics of how the stealth works.
Yeah.
In the
climbing up the wall, it reminds me of the first Wolverine game, and that was taken from God of War.
Right.
People don't realize that.
And people were saying that too. If they can make it like God of War, their Marvel version of that, perfecto.
Gameplay, yeah.
Now, granted, y'all need to stop hacking.
Yeah, they want it takes the fun.
It takes and it takes
like when
the
they
pride out of
movie plots and stuff like that. And I feel like it just takes the fun out of a lot of these things.
Yes, and going back to what you said earlier, the files is crazy because they have files on the next 10 years. I didn't know Sony signed a 10-year contract with Insomniac to drop like X-Men games, Wolverine 1 and 2, Venom, a little Venom spinoff. I don't know if they're gonna do a Miles Morales spinoff. They might because Silk pops in at the end. But Spider-Man 3 and maybe one more other superhero. I'm assuming that's gonna be to me Fantastic Four.
I think it was gonna be Fantastic Four. That's what I kind of got too.
Please, because we haven't had a game like that in a while.
Yeah.
But that's crazy.
Yeah.
These hackers are dangerous.
Yeah, they
hackers are dangerous.
Absolutely.
But I still have faith in them. It's just like and it's honestly it sucks because this ain't nothing really you can do. It's not like somebody in your organization is giving them information.
Yeah.
Everybody's squeaky clean, stuff like that. But those had to stop. I'm so excited about the game. I'm just curious on how Wolverine is gonna start because this is gonna be before he goes to the X-Men.
Oh, that's when he was even worse.
Yeah,
so this is like right after he gets the medal clause, or is it gonna be?
It either might be a transition or it might be right when he gets.
Because that Wolverine Origins video game was fly. Guys. Like it was
better than the movie.
Yeah, it was a movie game spinoff, and it was fire. Speaking of video games, a lot of people have been angry about Mortal Kombat 1.
Oh. Word?
Yeah, they're saying like it's too many bugs in the game online. They don't like it. They just like the game itself for them has just declined. But
I haven't even touched it yet. I did that one.
It was a really good game. Yeah. I thought it was a good game. The movie just wrapped.
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat 2.
Yeah. My man from The Boys is in it.
Urban.
Yeah, Urban. Yes, Urban.
He's Johnny Cage.
Yes, okay. I'm actually now. Is that gonna be a problem because he's British?
I mean, he probably could fake the accent or something.
Yeah, British people are really good. I know
doing American accents.
Accents, so never mind.
Yeah.
I thought about it because, mind you, he has a British accent. I mean, and he's British in The Boys. So I'm thinking are they gonna? Yeah, but if he can pull it off.
I didn't see that casting choice. I was just like, word? Okay.
Yeah. But I'm excited that the second one is happening. Because we liked the first one.
I enjoyed the first one. Like, I just thought it was a different take on it. on how, like, you know, people get their powers and stuff like that. And it was a different take, even though the first ever Mortal Kombat movie that came out in 1995.
Oh, that was
classic. I still watch it.
We don't talk about the second one now.
I tried to watch it in front of my son the other day, and he looked at me. He said, ooh. And then went into the mirror and started punching and I was just like, I can't watch this anymore. Because this kid has no chill.
Now, we don't talk about the second one, right?
Oh, no. We don't. We act like that doesn't exist.
Okay. All right.
Because it doesn't. I don't even know what you're talking about.
Yeah, all right. I had to double check. Because I remember.
I don't remember.
And it's crazy because when the first one, when you put me on to the first one, I was like, okay, cool. When's the second one come out? You was like, yeah, listen, we just stop here.
We don't talk about that. Like, that's
real quick. Was Scorpion and Sub-Zero brothers in that, or they were just?
No, they were always enemies in that.
Okay, they were just rivals.
Yes.
No, I'm talking about in the one that came out on Max.
No, they weren't. Enemy. That was like the real. Like, they were enemies in that too.
Okay.
Yeah.
But they wasn't brothers like that.
Yeah.
It was only in the game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Only in this new iteration of the thing.
Right. Okay.
And the way the video game, I think, the way the video game did it, because remember I said, I was trying to see like which ending they would use, and I said I think they would use both endings. They used all of endings as which was fire.
Okay.
Which was really, really fire. So this is spoiler alert unless you played it. Because
isn't that a little too much?
No. So the way they did it was, so you have the good ending. So that's the new world that Liu Kang created, his new universe, Scorpion, Sub-Zero brothers and stuff like that. But he realized there's still stuff happening. Like there's still stuff happening. What the hell? And then he realized like, oh, all of these happened simultaneously. Like all of this happened. So like they were able to come together. It was fire. It was like the way they wrote it. I think it was really, really dope. Cause like the way multiverses and time travel and stuff like that works, it can get weird. But I think they did that really, really well. I don't want any more multiverse stuff in Mortal Kombat though, or time travel stuff. I'm tired of it.
I can.
Let's just tell a good story.
I can agree.
Let's just tell a good story and then move on. That's just me.
And lastly, on that company, y'all just need to deliver me Injustice 3. Y'all done really good with Injustice 1 and 2. Y'all just need to give me Injustice 3.
Yeah.
I don't know who the villain's gonna be now. I mean, obviously it's gonna be Superman, and eventually y'all gonna have to kill him.
Yeah, come on. Like
at this point, y'all dragging it.
Come on.
But I'm excited because they did say that they were working on it. So I'm just saying, just don't mess that up. Yeah.
So let's go to Marvel now.
Yeah. So which one you want to start with? Let's just start with the bad and work our way to the good. I didn't like Echo.
I didn't like it either.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
I didn't like it either.
And it pissed me off because they teased me. They said on social media, they said, listen, this show is not for kids. It's our first ever mature show. I'm being Fit's gonna be in it. I said, I like you as an actor. Yeah. I'm watching it. I said, okay, cool. I said, all right. When's the mature killing stuff gonna happen? I'm thinking Punisher or Daredevil season 2. Yeah. None of that happened.
Yeah.
It was just regular Marvels. And it looked like one of those shows like Moon Knight or just or She-Hulk.
It was just Marvel's been dropping the ball.
Now I liked Fisk in it.
Fisk was because he's a great actor himself.
Yeah, he's a great actor himself.
Like he's one of those people like you can just kind of put him in anything and you're just gonna like him.
Dude, the fact that he was like, the fact that the cop was like, yo, did you see who that is? Move out move out his way. No. Like the fact that he got the cops scared of him is crazy to me. Yeah, but other than that, it was just mediocre to me.
What did you think about What If?
What If was fire. That show to me is because it's its own standalone thing and they can just do multiple scenarios. It's fine. And it's pretty much just the same setup. The first 3 episodes are kind of slow, and then it starts to pick up by 4, 5, and 6. I like the narration dude because he can just interact. And
he's actually up for an Oscar right now.
Yes, he is. He's in that other film. Forgot what it was called.
Forget his name.
But that show I really do like. They can go multiple ways with it. They are gonna have to find a new villain because the evil Doctor Strange, he's officially gone now. Because they got rid of him. And
Jeffrey Wright, that's his name.
Wright, yes.
He was the Watcher. Really good.
And Yeah, and then too, you can just keep bringing back all the regular like voice actors, like Robert Downey Jr., Chris Evans. That's easy. All you gotta do is sit in the booth and do that. And I like the special episode with the Native Americans. That was a special tribute, and they did that, and the way that their powers worked was fire.
Okay, so what I wanted to discuss was that all of the Netflix shows being MCU canon now.
Yeah, that's fine.
I think that's great.
That's great. And it's gonna start with Daredevil Reborn. Speaking of the TV shows sucking, that's no longer gonna happen because apparently, when it first started, Kevin Feige took a step back. Basically, he had no control over it.
Over the TV shows?
Over the TV shows.
Okay.
He just let them rock.
Okay.
But then once the writing strike happened, he sat back and watched them and was like, okay, y'all messing everything up. Okay. Right here. So now I'm going to join in. And it started with Daredevil Reborn when we watched.
Oh, they had to like reshoot
and
almost everything.
That's because of him.
They brought in the two characters from Daredevil.
Punisher's producer and Loki's producer.
No, I'm talking about in the show, the characters in the show. What's his name, bro? His best friend in the show.
Foggy?
Yes.
Foggy. One. It starts with F.
And the girl. Yes.
And Karen.
Yes.
Okay. So they brought
them back.
Yeah.
Because everybody was just like, how they not in the show?
Because in the original, they killed them off. Yeah. And it was going to be off screen. So, and Kevin Feige was like, yo, why is it taking y'all 5 episodes to put him in the outfit? Yeah. So it was like, no. Bring those two back.
And I think they reshot the pilot and everything.
Yeah. They're gonna have. I think it's gonna tease Jessica Jones and Punisher because it's gonna intertwine into the next Punisher and Jessica Jones scene.
Because I liked when Netflix had those MCU shows with Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, Punisher.
Right. We don't talk about
Iron Fist. That was terrible. But yeah.
But and then that's gonna be. But I'm just happy that Kevin Feige's stepping back into his role. Because apparently, I guess, he either got too busy, which he did. Cause
they tried to stretch themselves way too thin. Yeah, because this is what I realized. Because at first, I thought it was the MCU being greedy. It was Disney being greedy.
Exactly.
It was Disney because they were trying to push out Disney Plus, and they were trying to make everybody subscribe to Disney Plus.
And this is what they kept saying. They kept saying, oh, well, we can turn this into a show. Yeah. We can turn this into a show. Yeah. Kevin Feige's like, yo.
Yeah.
Chill out.
It was Disney. I was blaming MCU, but it was Disney.
Yeah.
Speaking of shows.
Oh, and they are gonna make more mature rated R.
That's good.
TV series.
That's really good.
Besides Echo, we don't talk about that.
More TV shows. Godzilla Legacy of Monsters was phenomenal.
Where
it was on Apple TV.
Oh.
It was phenomenal, guys.
Okay, I gotta check that out.
Go check it. It's set in between the first Godzilla movie and I believe the second. So it starts in 2015. Okay. And the way they do it, they had what's his name? Hold on.
Oh, he looks that up.
Yeah.
So is there any like boss battles in it?
Yeah, well, Godzilla was in it a bunch.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me see the cast.
Alrighty.
Real quick, guys. Real quick. Because his name is right there. No, hold on. Yeah, Kurt Russell. It had Kurt Russell in there, right? So here's the thing. In Legacy of Monsters, it was set in the 60s and in 2015. So it was telling one story, but at the same time.
Okay.
So they had Kurt Russell, who was in there from the 60s, right? No, from 2015. Then they had his son, who looks exactly like him, play him from the 60s, play the younger version of him.
Oh, wow.
Fire.
That's dope.
Fire. Like, they would have shots where, like, it would be, like, the old one turning into the young one. It was incredible.
Reminds me of when you told me, dude from Terminator.
Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yeah.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Was in The Boys spinoff.
Right, yeah. His
Gen
son.
V, yes.
His son, yeah.
So it had them both, in there. And it was just a great story. It kind of set the stage because, the new Godzilla movie is dropping.
It's coming out, yeah.
So it kind of set the stage. And I think a lot of the plot points in this is going to play a major factor in that one. So that's why I think this came out.
Okay.
It was dope. Like, they thought, like, this in the 60s when they hit Godzilla with the atomic bomb, they thought they killed him. Right. And then they realized they didn't. They were just like, yo, we got a problem.
Did it make him stronger?
With the atomic bomb?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, because he feeds on that. Like, they didn't know that.
Okay, that's right. That's right. I like
they didn't know that.
Like
It was so good.
Like
so good of a show. Really, really good. Go check it out. It was not a waste of time. You know how these shows be.
Speaking of, thank you, because you transitioned to the next topic. Speaking of atomic bombs, Oppenheimer walked away with most of the Emmys.
Yes, yeah.
The past couple of weeks.
I knew that.
Yeah, come on. That was amazing. And speaking of Oppenheimer, again, they had the most nominations for the Oscars at 13.
That was a time. I have to congratulate you. That was a really good segue. I took like atomic bombs. We went to Oppenheimer. That was really good. That was really good.
Oh, thank you. So I do expect them to win most of it. But I did not know Oscars don't consider like any superhero or colorful films and like comedy into their academy. Yeah. Because
like when movies come out and you can tell when they're trying to get an Oscar. Like you can kind of just see the tone. It's like really, really serious.
And basically, I'm not even gonna sugarcoat this. They're looking either for depression or just a really sad biopic.
Or slave movie.
That's really the three things.
Holocaust movie.
Which is why Oppenheimer got the most nominations in both categories. Because I was looking at the nominations and we were missing like films. Can you look up Zac Efron real quick? Because he's in.
We're talking about the wrestling movie, the Iron Claw. Oh my god!
People were raving about that movie. I gotta watch it.
People were like, I was listening to reviews. People saying like, I was messed up for a few days behind that, and I read up on the real story behind the movie. The real story is even sadder than the movie.
Because that's where the four brothers all
committed suicide. Yes.
Yeah. So that he didn't get nominated because I was thinking about the snubs. So we're talking about, and that is a sad biopic. Yeah. And it's a biopic. So why are you not nominated?
Yeah, I don't know. People were definitely disappointed behind that. Barbie. People were mad at Barbie.
So the Barbie thing, but that's a comedy.
But Ryan Gosling, he got.
And see, that's
weird. And that's he got nominated. Yeah.
That's the conflict. Because like, how do you nominate Ryan Gosling, but you don't consider Margot Robbie or the director who's a female? Yeah. Mind you, there's only been 3 females to ever win an Oscar. Sorry. To ever win an Oscar. So I'm not defending Barbie because that movie was to me trash. But the correlation, like the screwed up way they operate in these academies is kind of messed up. And then Leonardo DiCaprio did not get nominated for
Killers of the Flower Moon.
Yeah, he didn't get nominated for that. No, but they've been screwing him over for years.
Yeah. But he got his.
For getting molested by a bear.
Allegedly, Eli. Allegedly.
If you watch the movie, he don't talk in the film, and gets molested by a bear.
Goodness, Eli. Jeez.
Nah, that bear messed him up, though. That bear tore him to limbs. But yeah, I don't know how they're not gonna fix it. Because they'll only give nominations, like they gave a nomination to Mad Max and Black Panther, but that was only because fans just loved it so much and it was the #1 film of that year.
I mean, but so what they're doing with the Oscars, it's like an unwritten rule on how they kind of pick movies.
Right.
They pick a lot of foreign movies. Cause I know Godzilla -1 got a nomination. Okay. Yeah. And people love that movie. That's a foreign flick, but people they love foreign movies.
What was that Asian movie? It started with a P. It was like Parasite.
Parasite? No. I think it was Parasite.
Yeah, it was Parasite. That won nominations, mad nominations, and everything.
Everywhere, all at once.
Yeah, that won nominations too.
It was a great movie.
So like you said, they clearly had their own niche, but I'm just like, dude, how do you not consider the #1 film in America? Because the 2 #1 films was Oppenheimer and Barbie.
And Barbie, yeah.
People was like, I feel happy to go see Barbie, and then I feel depression right after because I gotta go see Oppenheimer. Yeah. So, but honestly, I don't really care because I already know certain awards. Same thing with the Grammys. Grammys and Oscars are the same way. They operate in the same system. Yeah. And if you don't. They'll never listen to the fans or just the most popular stuff. They'll just go by their niche, which is like you said, slavery, depression, and amazing biopics. But by the way, I do have to see Iron Claw because that's like
I heard it was incredible.
Incredible.
Yeah, And so last thing we got, they announced the date. This is crazy. They had to a release date for when Invincible comes back, and that doesn't come back till March 14th.
Yes.
Come on. What are they doing?
Well, wait, what do you mean release date for?
Like they announced it. It was like, hey, the release date for when Invincible comes back. We're gonna tell you this week when come on, bro.
Yeah. I'm excited that the second part is coming back out. I need to see more Vulture mites.
Hey, you're gonna see it in the second part.
And I need to wrap up that multiverse thing.
Yeah.
I do like it. Don't get me wrong. That's probably one of the best multiverses storylines I've probably seen. A few from Marvel, but Marvel started messing up with theirs. But yeah, I need to see more Vulture mites. I'm excited. I like the bloodiness. Like he said, I didn't know that Alan needs to die in order to become stronger.
Yeah.
And I know that. Yeah. I'm aware of it. And, I'm excited.
So, guys, with that being said, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Follow Eli, follow me. We appreciate you. This has been Nerd Talk.
Yes.
And we will see you guys next time. I'm not even going to give a date on it because we'll be knowing.
Yeah, no.
We'll be busy.
But don't worry, I'll be adding to the agenda.
More consistent this year.
Yes.
Absolutely. Let's do it. All right, y'all.
Peace out.